Welcome to Echoes of My Imagination. My name is Tracy Lee. Sit back, relax, let me tell you a story. Today's story is called The Stonewalker. Let's get into it. There was heat before breath. This world was not gentle. It was born in convulsion, its bones cracked and molten, its breath volcanic. A place of perpetual rupture where the sky bled fire and the soil was still wet with memory. It had no name yet, for language had not settled into the mouths of its creatures, but it was alive, trembling, immense, and untamed. And into this world, the spark returned. Not as wind or light this time, but in form, solid, bound. The flame took on body woven by unknown forces from mineral and memory. The body was wide-shouldered, tall, built like basalt carved by lightning. Its skin shimmered with obsidian sheen, but pulsed faintly gold beneath, as though veins held liquid metal. It did not cry when born. There was no parent, no womb. It emerged from stone itself, a cleft near the rim of a sleeping volcano, steam rising like incense around its first breath. It stood the moment its feet touched earth. The knees buckled, the spine arched, but it stood. And the earth responded. A low rumble. The animals in the distance paused. A tribe watched from the high ridge, observers, descendants from the flame clans who once whispered myths of the walker that would return. They had no name for it yet. They simply knew to kneel. The child of the stone walked toward them. Its early years were silent. The tribe did not force language on it. They gave it space and time, as if understanding that it was remembering rather than learning. Children would sit beside it as it stared into the magma pools. Elders left meat and fermented roots near its shelter, but it seemed to need little. Its body consumed heat. It slept on obsidian floors where others would burn. It dreamt in symbols, spirals, stars, broken grids. By its 5th season, it began to help. It gathered volcanic glass, sharp and clear. It shaped it into tools with a kind of quiet artistry. It mimicked the metal workers, not from observation, but from inner blueprint. One day, a forge fire surged out of control. The others panicked, but the child stepped into the flame and stood with it until it calmed. The fire listened. In adolescence, its body shifted again, taller, denser, less gold beneath the skin, more stone. Emotions began to surface. It laughed once, a deep, reverberating sound that startled the elders, but mostly it felt alone. Others aged, it did not. Others paired, bled, bore children. It watched, it yearned. At age 17, by the tribe's count, it saved a young girl who had wandered near a sulfur trench. She was no more than 7, her skin soft and sun-browned. Her foot slipped, the fumes already thick. The walker moved faster than thought. It pulled her from the brink and carried her back to her mother. That night, the girl placed a carved bird at the foot of the walker's hut, a gift of gratitude. They became bonded, not romantically, but soul to soul. She followed the walker everywhere. She sang to it, braided small plants into its hair, and painted spirals on its arms with crushed berries. But seasons change. The girl grew curious, bold. She walked alone one evening near the crater fields. No one knows exactly what happened. Some said the earth shifted. Others said a creature emerged. But when they found her, there was nothing left but the bird carving. The walker fell to its knees. It screamed, a sound that cracked obsidian. It carried the carving to the cliff and placed it beneath the spiral etched in stone. For 3 days it did not move. When it rose, it was changed, less molten, more solid. The gold veins dulled, its eyes burned less brightly. But something new had taken root. Grief. Years passed. The walker became the protector of the valley. It knew where the magma shifted. It warned of eruptions. It led the hunters away from cursed grounds. But it never bonded again. It spoke rarely. The tribe called it Flameborn, though it never answered to names. Then came the star. A meteor screamed from the skies, split the horizon in white fire, and shattered half the valley. The blast flattened trees, scattered stone homes, and left a smoldering scar where a forest once grew. Everyone ran, except one. The walker stepped into the crater. Its body was singed, blackened, skin cracked like baked clay. It fell to its knees beside the smoking stone. Beneath the debris, something pulsed, a silver core humming with ancient memory. The walker reached out, touched it, and froze. Images surged through its spine. The breach, the harmonic collapse, the spiral of sound, the sacrifice, the song. It remembered what it was. It stood, turned to the watching tribe, and spoke a single word. Remember. Then it stepped into the crater's center, placed its palm upon the silver shard, and was consumed in light. When the smoke cleared, it was gone. But on the cliffs, the spiral symbol had changed, no longer a bird with a spiral, now a flame. And that's it for today. Thank you for joining me for Echoes of My Imagination. My name is Tracy Lee. Don't forget to subscribe, share, follow, and like, and I'll catch you next time.